When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Okay, so let's try to help out George in quotes. Hey, Ben and Kelly, need a little advice. I'm getting married in a couple of weeks, and I need some help figuring out if my fiance's rules about my bachelor party this weekend are over the top or pretty normal.
Okay.
Normally, she's pretty chill. She's cool with all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except my best man. She knows he can get a little wild.
Okay.
So she's telling me no social media pictures after 7 p.m. The best man needs to call her every hour.
Oh.
No tattoos. No shots. No strippers. She also said that when I get home, we have to, quote, make some sandwiches with the lights on so she can, check for any marks.
That's code, obviously.
Yes. Are these rules fair or not? What do you guys think?
I don't think having, some guidelines from your partner are necessarily a big red flag. I remember the bachelor party that I went on before I was getting married. And kind of the same as George, my best man was a little bit of a wild card. Like when he and I got together, things happened and got into a little mischief. So there was, just a couple things that my now wife said to him before we set out on our little adventure. One of them being no strippers. And I didn't have any control over it. I wasn't driving the van. There was a DD that was driving the van around. And what did we wind up doing? Wound up going to a place that had those. So, I got into, I got into a little bit of trouble after mine, but nothing that wasn't too serious. Obviously, it worked out.
You got past it?
Yeah. We worked it out, and that's water under the bridge now.
Okay, so Ginger said, I can understand the no tattoos in the strippers part, but the rest seems a little psychotically over the top. Is she having a bachelorette party? If not, maybe the whole thing is rooted in FOMO, fear of missing out.
Oh, maybe.
Did she move here for you? Are your friends mostly out of state?
Oh.
If any of that's the case, maybe have a friend or some friends take her out the same night and agree to meet up with both groups at a specific bar for a last call and end the whole thing as a big party.
Yeah, I wonder if, because George said, she's pretty chill about his friends. I wonder how well she knows his friends. That could be maybe part of like all of these, I guess, guidelines and rules.
Yeah, I feel like you could have achieved the same result if you just say, don't do anything that would break my heart, cross the line, anything like that.
Did you say anything like that to Michael?
Nope.
You just said, go have fun, whatever?
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to get crazy, and his friends are awesome, so I didn't have anything to worry about.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so but I think the fact that she is doing the whole "you got to call me every hour" thing is a little much, a little over the top. I think that's kind of showing a big lack of trust.
All right, let us know if you've dealt with something like this, whether you had rules that you had to go by that were a little bit crazy, or whether you laid down those ground rules and then what happened and did it work out? Was it a sign of something more serious to come? 502-571-9970. I think your experience could probably help with George's question about that. Coming up next.
Alrighty then. Yeah, it's much. I think, the case has been laid out, and many people were kind of on board with the bride to a certain point. And then I think where she started to lose some support was at the calling every hour and all of that stuff.
Lisa texts in and says, I was on the bride's side because I've seen a wedding ruined by a person in the bachelor party, but girl lost me with no shots. I mean, come on.
Yeah, let them have some fun. I mean, yeah. Amber said she's distressed because she knows what can happen at those things. And it's often passed off as just what happens at the bachelor party, and it doesn't count. She said, just assure her of the plans to give her peace of mind. Weddings can be stressful.
Yeah, for sure. Missy wrote in and said, Kelly hit the nail on the head saying you didn't really have any rules for your husband, Michael, because you knew he wouldn't do anything crazy. So this girl obviously has trust issues. Think the rules are a little outlandish. I'm all about the no strippers, but the rest of it, let them go, have fun.
Yeah. What is really, who does she not trust? Is it just like the best man or the wild card friend, or does she seriously not trust her soon to be husband? Like that could be, a sign of some bigger, deeply rooted issues that they got to work out.
Andrew, the love doctor, calls us and dispenses his advice with this. What's your take?
Well, first off, the calling every hour, that's got to go. She's out there. There's no way that's going to happen. No social media after 7. Come on, guys. It's a party, right? Number 2. Number 3, the no strippers, that's fine. Have a conversation. That's fine, too. But if she thinks she's going to be making sandwiches with him when he gets home at 4 o'clock in the morning, he's going to be so wasted, he's going to be passing out. Okay? I'm just going to share that with her. She's a little over the top with a couple of those. Some of those aren't too bad. But at the end of the day, Kelly for the win. Don't do anything that's going to get you unmarried or not married at all. Seriously.
Andrew, now, what do you have to say about people that are like, this is a sign of a controlling, untrusting woman who...
Yeah, there are some people calling for not marrying her.
Right.
No, because at this stage, if he's getting married to her, he should at this stage know if she's that very controlling individual and he's made that choice. And again, that's not for us to decide. That's between him and her. Again, Everybody puts themselves in a situation on how they would react, not how the person who's in it would react. Understand that.
Good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good point. All right, Andrew, thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Keep on loving.
All right. So, I kind of agree with the no pictures thing. Even if I'm George, I don't want pictures of it. like on social media, maybe not.
Oh, yeah, no, especially if I'm like not looking my best or if I'm doing something questionable or whatever. I mean, that could even like get you in trouble with your boss. I mean, you got to be careful about what you put out there on social media. It could like come back and have different kinds of repercussions.
I think bachelor parties, I think they can be fun. I think that there are some who still kind of consider it the last hurrah before I go and tie myself down. And I don't necessarily agree with that mentality of it. It's supposed to go out and kind of celebrate a new beginning for you and to have fun with friends and things like that. And again, like you said, Kelly, to piggyback on your thing, like don't do anything that would embarrass, break your fiance's heart and cause
anything that would cross the line.
Right.
Like if she knew about it,
yes,
that you'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, if she were there, if she saw, what you were doing, just keep that in mind in the back of your head, George.
Exactly. I think we're just, you can simplify it by just saying that and go have a good time. I think as long as you don't take the approach of anything goes because it's a bachelor party and there are no rules. Yeah, that's never going to fly with any bride to be.
How many people actually get tattoos on their bachelor party? Is that a thing, or is that just in the movie The Hangover?
I don't know. I would venture to say it's never not happened.
Right. I guess. So anyways, George, hey, what we would love is a follow-up from you on Monday. How did it all go? What happened? That is something that I'm hoping that you can provide for us, because bachelor parties this weekend, go have fun. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. And I'm
going to go ahead and add too, maybe we don't play her this podcast because it might be like, you called a radio show and talked about me and they all thought I was psycho? That probably wouldn't go over.
Well, I don't think everything that she's saying is psycho. I think
just some of her rules.
Yeah, maybe a little bit over the top, or
the calling every hour.
Yeah.
No
all
shots.
Right. Well, hey, let's follow up with you, George, on Monday and see how it all goes. And good luck. And we'll check in then.